Take a deep breath. Let everything around you fade away just for a moment. Be here fully. Because what I'm about to say doesn't come from a script. It doesn't come from the surface of things. It comes from the trenches where real change begins. Until you own yourself, you'll be owned by others. It sounds simple, but it's one of the most powerful truths of life. A truth that most people never face. They avoid it, deny it, or drown it in distractions. But that truth, it waits. And the day you finally stop running from it is the day your life starts to shift. Let's break it down. Piece by piece. Point 1. What does it mean to own yourself? To own yourself means to take full responsibility for who you are and who you're becoming. It means accepting every part of you, your past, your wounds, your strengths, your dreams. It means you don't wait for permission to grow. You don't need approval to speak. You don't shrink yourself to fit someone else's expectations. You stop blaming. You stop pointing fingers. You stop looking outward for answers to problems that live inside. Owning yourself is an act of mental maturity, emotional courage, and physical discipline. It's standing in front of the mirror and saying, I am responsible for this body. I am responsible for this mind. I am responsible for this life, but most people don't live this way. And you know it. Maybe at some point you didn't either. They follow routines they didn't choose. They chase dreams they don't believe in. They act out stories written by other people's parents, culture, society. They say yes when they mean no. They stay silent when they want to scream, and they suffer silently, not because they're weak, but because they haven't owned themselves yet, too. If you don't own yourself, others will. This world is not neutral. The world is full of noise. Social media, advertisements, gossip, comparison, opinions, expectations, manipulation. If you don't know who you are, the world will define you for its own agenda. If you don't choose your goals, someone else will hire you to build theirs. If you don't set your boundaries, others will invade your peace. If you don't master your emotions, someone will trigger you for their gain. If you don't lead your mind will be led by fear, distraction, and addiction. You'll become a slave to likes, validation, trends, and other people's praise. And worst of all, you'll lose yourself while pretending to be accepted. Let me be blunt. If you're not living from within, you're being controlled from outside. You are either the master or the puppet. There's no middle ground. 3. Physical ownership. Your body, your temple. Let's talk about the body. You cannot truly own your life if you don't own your body. This isn't about six-packs or beach muscles. This is about discipline, strength, energy, and presence. Your body is the vessel through which your mind and soul express themselves. If your body is weak, your energy is low. And when energy is low, focus dies. When focus dies, ambition shrinks. And when ambition shrinks, you become reactive instead of proactive. A lazy body gives birth to a restless mind. Own your body. Train it. Feed it right. Push its limits. Let it remind you every single day that you are capable of more. When you discipline your body, you develop mastery over comfort. And when you master comfort, you become immune to mediocrity. Wake up early. Move with purpose. Sweat with intention. Build stamina. Build power. Build presence. Because when you own your body, your mind becomes a weapon, not a weakness. 4. Mental ownership. Your thoughts are not all truth. Your thoughts are powerful. But here's the catch. Not all your thoughts are yours. Some were planted by your past, some by society, some by trauma, some by fear. When you don't own your mind will become a battlefield of lies. Lies like, I'm not good enough. I can't change. What if I fail? They won't accept me. It's too late. You cannot build an extraordinary life with ordinary thoughts. Owning your mind means questioning every belief that limits you. It means replacing doubt with discipline, fear with action, noise with silence. Read, reflect, meditate, speak truth into your mind until your thoughts become allies, not enemies. Train your mind to work for you, not against you, because if you don't, someone else will use your mind to serve their purpose, not yours. 5. Emotional ownership. The warrior within this is the battlefield where most fall. Emotions are powerful, raw, wild. But here's the truth. They are not meant to control you. You are meant to channel them. Anger, sadness, fear, jealousy. These aren't bad emotions. They're messengers. They're signals. But you must learn to feel them without letting them own you. When someone criticizes you, do you crumble? When things go wrong, do you react or reflect? When anxiety strikes, do you run or breathe? Emotional ownership means you can hold pain without breaking, express rage without destruction, cry without shame, and so move forward with clarity. It means you are no longer triggered. You are transformed. 6. Time ownership, the currency of lifetime, is your most valuable resource. Every second you give away to something meaningless, you never get back. Own your time or others will spend it for you. Cut distractions. Say no more often. Audit your daily routines. Schedule your dreams, not just your duties. Stop giving your time to people who don't respect your growth. When you control your time, you control your direction. 7. Purpose ownership. Why are you here? Without purpose, you're just floating, breathing, existing, but not living. When you own yourself, you don't just live by accident, you live by intention. You wake up with fire, you speak with conviction, you walk with direction. Purpose doesn't mean you have it all figured out. It means you know why you're walking and you're willing to bleed for the journey. And once you find that purpose, once you own it, no one can use you because your life becomes sacred. Final thoughts. So let me ask you, are you owned by comfort, fear, doubt, and distraction? Or do you own your fire, your truth, your body, your time, your mission? Because the choice is always yours. You can live life like a puppet pulled by strings you can't even see, or you can take the scissors, cut every false narrative and rise, free, powerful, aligned. The moment you own yourself, everything changes. Your energy shifts. Your relationships evolve. Your presence commands respect. Your path becomes clear. And the world starts to respond to you differently because the world doesn't respect those who don't respect themselves. So own your pain, own your past, own your potential. Because until you own yourself, you will always be waiting for validation, for motivation, for permission. But once you own yourself, you'll realize you were the permission you were waiting for all along. Thank you.